Now get ready for the power of Groove.AI. Become a member of Groove today. We'll groove all the way. Automate your marketing with the power of Groove.AI. Discover the secrets today. Groove.AI is starting now. Now get ready for the power of Groove.AI. Become a member of Groove today. We'll groove all the way. Automate your marketing with the power of Groove.AI. Discover the secrets today. Groove.AI is starting now.
Hello, we are still waiting for Mike in the studio to join us. Our previous podcast in the studio ran long, so they're in the process of getting them out of the seat, bringing Mike in. So I am not camera ready today, so I am not going to come on screen, but welcome to AI Content Creation and Automation Week. It is going to be a week, even though we're starting today. And ending next week. It's actually almost 2 weeks of AI and content creation focus. And I cannot wait to hear Mike go over the announcement for today, because I heard the big picture, what's coming to Groove.AI, but I've not gotten in and seen it in action. And I am very, very excited for today's presentation. Without spending too much time and just sitting here babbling at you, I am going to just put maybe I'll play the groove song so we can listen to the groove song while we're waiting a few more minutes for Mike. But I did want to get started and let you know that we will be here as soon as we are able to remove one person from the podcast desk and bring Mike in. And I believe he said it's one of our clients who's a UFC fighter, so maybe he'll talk a little bit about that when he comes on. But for now, I am going to bring you the awesome Groovezilla groove song with Jeezy. Here he is.
I'm in a groove state of mind. I'm moving all the time. No excuses and no blame. I'm stepping up my game. I'm a groove student, yes I am. You groove, I know I can. Read my master plan. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. Groove Nation inspires me. Because loose and free, I'm dancing to my dream. Bursting at the seams. I'm feeling groove-alicious. Who knows who I am? 'Cause now is my time to have a groove state of mind. I'm grooving. grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm 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 grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving.
Hey there, Donna. Can you hear me?
Hey, Mike, I can. Welcome.
All right. Let me just get
It's
my
always good
screen.
when we have to vamp for a few minutes and play the groove song, and we see our friend Paul Hoffman is watching, so he knows we're still using his song. We still love it and dance to Jeezy whenever we can.
I got my boom boom text from Paul Hoffman. Thanks for the inspiration there, Paul. I appreciate it. Mike, if you can give me a little more audio for Donna, it seems a little light and tinny, and we'd be good. All right. Let's jump in. We are getting started right on time at 12 p.m. Eastern FST. And if any of you don't know what that means, that is Filsaime Standard Time. So a little joke there. I got a giggle from Donna. So when I came down into the studio, I was going to be using my office, and I got a chance to shake hands with John Anik, UFC commentator, and on his way out. And this was all set up just like this. And I didn't think there was going to be time, because there wasn't. And I said, hey, Mike, do me a favor while you're here. Just set this thing up. I'm gonna go live right from here today. And so that's we're going to get a slightly higher production. So let's officially start now. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Groove-a-thon that we're doing here. So this week, Tuesday, I think Thursday, Friday, I think next week, maybe Monday, Tuesday, but it's already been announced. I don't have the exact dates in my memory, but Donna, correct me if I'm wrong. It's today, Thursday, Friday, and Monday and Tuesday next week?
That's correct.
Yeah. From 12 to 3, we're going to be hanging out. So consider this a makeshift State of the Groovian, minor mini, a little Groove.Ai update, some AI live stream updates, some updates about Groove.cm and different things like that. So let's jump in. The first thing I want to let you know is that there are exciting things in Groove. Obviously, we won't be able to talk about them until, probably the end of June, early July, but it's some real exciting stuff that allows the founders and Groove to move into the next chapter of what's coming for Groove. And boy, are we excited about that for us and for you. That's going to be some pretty big news that's going to allow us to do some really big things, but we will announce that sometime in end of June or July. We're really, really excited on that. But that's all that we're going to say on that for now. But we are excited about the next chapter for Groove and how we're going to lead that for you. Wish I could tell you more. Having said that, discussions that we are having internally with the company are allowing us to work with some really, really big companies and partners in the future. And we've had some really, really good come to Jesus discussions about where we want to take Groove. And it's falling mostly on positioning and pricing and coming to terms with where the market is and where we think we fit in compared to what our vision was in 2019 and 2020 when we first started. And let me just take a little sip here. My mouth's a little dry. You could probably hear that. And when we first started Groove in 2018, the end of 2018, and then it was Groove Cart for 2019, and then I think it was Groove Apps in April of 2020, and Groove Apps became Groove Funnels, and then we decided to brand as Groove. When we first did that, we were chasing two different companies. We were chasing me, obviously, where I came from, Genesis Digital, my previous company, where we created Webinar Jam, EverWebinar, and Kartra. Great, fine, fantastic company. They've done some incredible things, especially since I left. Got to give them all the credit in the world. And we wanted to recreate another version, another universe like Kartra. At the same time, there was a new kid on the block that while we were developing Kartra since 2011, and by the time it released, Webinar Jam in 2015, EverWebinar 2016, or early end of 2015, and then Kartra was 2018. By that time, I had left the company. Mike, I can't see my confidence monitor, please. By that time, I had already left the company, came back to help them launch Kartra. But the vision for Kartra, believe it or not, was to compete with Infusionsoft, if you can imagine, right? Infusionsoft was the company that everybody was using, and everybody, I don't want to beat up on anybody today, so I will use words like people weren't the most satisfied with it and were looking for a better solution. And we had looked at, Donna, did you want to say something?
Yeah, for the new people that weren't around when it was called Infusionsoft, we should probably say Keep at this point. Infusionsoft, now Keep. It's been Keep for more years than Groove has been around, I think, at this point.
Yeah. Why do they still use Infusionsoft? Why do they have both? That's what, because it's so weird. Let me just see, Infusionsoft. I'm gonna have to move my keyboard so I'll be able to type later. So
for people like us that still call them by their old name.
Yeah, so you can still go to Infusionsoft, but it's branded as Keep. So I would assume that, if you type in Infusionsoft, the app is there at app.infusionsoft, but it just, infusionsoft.com redirects to Keep. So in terms of who they are now, I will never refer to them again deliberately as Infusionsoft. So they're Keep. But back then, thank you, Donna, they were Infusionsoft, for those of you that don't know. And that's who we had set our targets for at Kartra. Now, I leave Groove, I leave Genesis at that point in 2016, come back and help launch Kartra. I was an important, integral part of the launch day of all of that stuff. It was great to see something that I worked so hard in doing. But within 3 months after that, we started Groove. And Groove's intention was always to compete with Kartra. In many ways, we can compete with Kartra in terms of technology, but when you say compete, you have to look at who is leading the industry. And from there, a new kid on the block, you can say, right? No pun intended, was Russell Brunson and ClickFunnels. By the time 2018 came around, I would say from 2018 to the end of 2021 and into 2022, it was ClickFunnels. They were on top of the world, and we had to set our sights on competing for that customer with a platform that was more similar to Kartra. And we were competing as an all-in-one platform with ClickFunnels, who wasn't an all-in-one platform. But if everybody was using them to build their funnels, we wanted some of that market space. And we positioned ourselves the same way we had initially intended to, the way Kartra was going to compete with ClickFunnels. So now Kartra's competing with ClickFunnels. We're competing with ClickFunnels, and we're competing with Kartra. Enter 2022, the end of 2021, now 2022, and the new kid on the block comes around, and that's High Level. They've actually gotten some funding. They've received a serious amount of money in Series A capital. They're putting that money wisely into their application. And at this point, from what I know from hearing Russell Brunson in podcasts, right? So there's a podcast from about 3 weeks ago. The title is, how he built a $200 million enterprise. And in there, he says several times, that's how we built a 200 million. He talks about the difficulties with doing traffic, that it's hard for ClickFunnels to acquire customers today without a back end, and that he doesn't know how anybody is attracting customers doing media buying with just their product without a back end. I found that to be a pretty interesting podcast. I saw it. He put out a few. He's doing the circuit now. There's about 4 of them out there. I recommend you watch them. They're really good stuff. And the reason why I say that, because he said 200 million, and I'm not going to talk about the numbers that I know that High Level are doing, because I don't know that they were told to me in confidence. But when I saw the founders and I saw their management and their leadership at WebinarCon, they told me what they were doing. And I will say that it's significantly more than ClickFunnels, but we'll just leave it at that. That's their business. But you're dealing with a company that has outshined ClickFunnels. At this point, ClickFunnels knows it, right? We'll just leave it at that. They see them as a threat. But let's talk about how that all matters for Groove. So Groove is now competing in a marketplace against Go High Level, ClickFunnels, and Kartra, in my opinion, and everybody else, when we're talking about an all-in-one solution, right? Because ClickFunnels went to ClickFunnels 2.0, they're now an all-in-one solution. So the reason why people would look at High Level and Kartra and ClickFunnels is because they're an all-in-one solution. Groove originally started out competing with the other guys, saying you have Kajabi and MailChimp and ActiveCampaign, and you need ClickFunnels, and you need Shopify, and you need EverWebinar. You need 13 different tools to run your business. Wouldn't it be great if you had one tool to run your business, and that was Groove? And with Groove, hey, Mike, can I just say something? This confidence monitor is not working for me. It's on a 3-second delay, and it's just confusing me. If there's any way I could get a regular feed confidence monitor instead of one with a delay, that I would appreciate that. All right, thanks. My mouth is a little dry. I do apologize. All right, moving on. So we pivoted many times in terms of not what we're building, but who we're competing against. And again, we started with Kartra. ClickFunnels, we wanted their market share. Then ClickFunnels became an all-in-one platform, and now they're actually competing with us in terms of technology. And then we have High Level. And in my opinion, it's High Level, and that's the only people we need to look at. And I think everybody is chasing them right now. So we have our eyes on them. And the next thing is where we have to say, where do we fit in? And we've had some very honest conversations with our employees, with our friends, with our family, and with other people in our masterminds in our industry. And we know that there's a lot of people out there now that we've left Lifetime. If you don't know, we'll talk about the free in just a minute, but we have completely moved away from Lifetime. There is no Lifetime deals ever to be given ever again. We're so happy to turn the page. Turning that page brings us to continuity. When we do continuity, we're going to compete with different plans at $99 a month, $199 a month, and $299 a month. And 99 has these limitations. 199 expands on it with a few limitations, and 299 gives you everything. Well, we asked ourselves this question, and this is about positioning, and this is about being wise to the market. You have to see yourselves and ask yourself, currently, with what you have, with resources, with technology, can you compete pound for pound? And we honestly felt that we could 2 years ago at $299 a month. The truth is, if you see me pause, it's because it's easy for me to say this to my friends. It's difficult for these words to come out and for me to say this here in front of you. And it's not an admission of failure or anything like that. It's all about competition. So here's the question that I pose to you all that are watching this. And those of you that have Groove with Lifetime, all right, take that out just for a minute. Let's assume you never heard of Groove. You never heard of Kartra, you never heard of ClickFunnels, and you never heard of High Level. And you and me were going to start a company, and I tasked you as being my partner. Hey, we're new to this digital marketing space. I'm a wealthy investor. I love what you're doing. I want you to go out and I want you to find 4 to 5 different technology stacks that we could use to run our business. Here's what you would come back, right? You would say, all right, Mike, I've got 5 options for you. I'd say, shoot. All right, option number one is there are some great solutions out there. There's Samcart that we can run our program with, and we can use ThriveCart instead, or Post Affiliate Pro to do our affiliate commissions. We're going to need a content management system down the line, right? We're going to start going Kajabi, Shopify, ActiveCampaign, Wix, WordPress, all these different things. I'll say, okay, that's option number one. You're telling me is the duct tape strategy. Great. What's option number two? Option number two is we can go with an all-in-one platform. And I found this platform, and it's called Kartra. And it has a page builder, an email marketing, and we start listing all the things that Kartra does, which is very similar to what Groove does. We know that, right? And I say, okay, and what do they cost? Well, for our needs, about $299 a month. Okay, all-in-one platform, $299. All the others, $3,000 a month. I think I know where I'm going so far. Kartra's leading. What else you got? Well, there's this other company called ClickFunnels. And from what I see, it's hard to say that they're not the biggest, but they are huge. From what I understand, like they do these events. Look at this thing called Funnel Hacking Live. Wow, Tony Robbins, impressive. Wow, I'm telling you, it's between ClickFunnels and Kartra. They're really good. They're really good. I like them. And how's their reputation? It's good. But when you look them up, there seems to be a new kid on the block, and that new kid on the block is called High Level at gohighlevel.com. Let's look at them. What do? They do everything. They're an all-in-one platform. Well, their website doesn't look as impressive as ClickFunnels. Yeah, but here's the thing. If you go in the forums, people seem to love them. You're seeing more people talk about making the switch from ClickFunnels to High Level than you are seeing people make the switch from High Level to ClickFunnels. Let me take a look at that. Oh, interesting. All right, so what you're saying is you have two 800-pound gorillas and then this other really good platform over here called Kartra. Right. Okay, and there's one more. And what's the name of that company? The name of that company is called Groove.CM. Let's go look at their website. Nice. Okay, I see they do everything. Yeah, so who's using them? Well, they have a lot of users. You can see on their website, they have a lot of users because they were free. They were free. Well, don't get hung up on that too much, but they do also claim to have over 50,000 paid users. But when I do research online, we don't see that any of the top players in the industry are currently using them. They seem to be pretty good. There's some reviews out there about their being buggy, but they were new software. But what price are they? They are also $299 a month. All right, so let's be honest with each other here. This is not about lifetime. You don't know Mike Filsaime. You don't have this relationship with me. Don't embarrass. Don't feel that you need to, hold back on what you're going to say. Just please don't be mean. But let's actually go into the comments here. I've got comments here on my right. If we had this Jason Bourne situation, and I always say this to my partners, and I say, let's Jason Bourne this. And they know what I mean by that. Jason Bourne, at the beginning of the Bourne Identity, he wakes up on a park bench, and next thing you know, he gets into a fight, and he's like, he doesn't know who he is, but all of his intelligence is there. He knows jiu-jitsu and karate and all these different things. He just doesn't know how he got there. So what I like to do is say, forget anything you know, Jason Bourne yourself and just pop in. You're an intelligent person. You show up. You and me are going to be partners. We have these 5 options, and they're all $299 a month, or we can do all in one. I want you to put here, and do not hold back. I want you to just give an honest answer. Put in the chat, what % chance, all things being equal in price at $299 a month, that if you did the research, you would choose Groove? And put that into the chat for me, if you don't mind. And Paul Hoffman, if you're listening, you have to be honest as well, because you know me through masterminds, and we've done a lot of stuff, and you've built it. Manuel says Builderall was my option before buying Groove. I think we're better than them. I think they just keep tacking on open source different things around the UI. I don't know anybody that's using them, but we're not going to beat up on anybody here today. But let's see what you guys are saying. David says, based on what you just said, Mike, I'd go with Go High Level. Peter, let's move this microphone closer here. Peter says 10% chance. Peter, I would say to you, tell me why, right? We're $2.99 a month. Tell me why. And you'd go, yeah, no, you're right. I'd probably talk you out of it. I'm saying if we were Jason Bourne, because I'd be looking at objective things online, right? You would definitely go with Groove. It's the only one you found. But if we were sitting in a boardroom and compared all of these things, it may be a difficult case right now to say. So let's see. Ingy Diaz, who's here on the live stream and absolutely loves us, says 5%. Manuel says Groove has the best website explaining everything. I think so. I think we do a good job. Maybe even better than Kartra. Are we the prettiest? I'm not sure, but I think we explain it well. Let's see. Paul Hoffman says, I am, and I would choose Groove. Well, look, you wrote the song, buddy. You have to. Helen says from Personal Wealth Journey says low. Peter says go high level. Boldy, thank you. Some of you guys, man, are just so awesome. You know, you're going down with the ship attitude, and you're like, Boldy says the relationship is better with Groove, and that's good enough for me. Ingy says 50%. John Johnson 50-50. Groove is 10%. Based on what you said, Mike, says Cameron, based on what you said, options comparison to the others, 80% Groove. Okay, probably 20% chance. I know I'm talking to, literally, I'm the pastor speaking to the choir here, so I appreciate you guys here saying 45% Groove, Kajabi, high-level community. Help You Insurance says, I was using Go High Level CRM in my insurance business. It's logged on my Mac. Finally, I switched everything over to another CRM. Go High Level is slow, right? But again, it's not about their actual technology, which is probably pretty good. It's about the perception in the marketplace. And I'm going to show you where I'm going with all of this stuff in a minute. Paul Hoffman says, I know them all, Mike. I would choose Groove because of your commitment and excellent transparency and being there for your members. Thank you. I love you, Groove, but need both, right? So I am one man, 90%, and I love all of the features and the security. Go High Level is so complicated and costly. Okay, great. I think this is a great segue for me to basically tell you where we're going. My point is, when I presented you those options in that Jason Bourne scenario, all things had to be equal except for option one. Option one was $3,000 a month and duct taping. So we can, I don't see many of you telling me I'm using WordPress and duct taping. And obviously you people don't want to do that. You're here with Groove because you like all-in-one. Excuse me. But let's change things up here. Let's do the scenario one more time. And we're going to fast track through the first four. So you can all-in-one it. Got it. Boom, boom, boom. Check the boxes. $3,000 a month. Got it. Then there's this Kartra thing. Ooh, I like it. $2.99 a month. Awesome. Then there's the ClickFunnels. Oh, wow. These are the guys with the big events and Tony Robbins and a really big reputation. Got it. Fourth option, Go High Level. Yeah, the website's not impressing me, but the forums are saying everybody's using it, and they're the biggest company of them all. All right. And so what are the prices for all of those? $3,000 a month, option one, $2.99 Kartra, $2.99 ClickFunnels, $2.99 High Level. All right. And what about this company, Groove? Well, Groove does the same thing that all of them do. And they actually have more features. And they're, we talk about all the different things that we said before. And so what's up with them? $2.99 a month? No. They have simple pricing. One price option, and you get everything that the other people are giving you for $2.99 a month. You get for $4.97 a year. That's it. Yeah, it comes out, Mike, comes out to $42 a month when paid annually. So you're telling me right now we lay down $500 and we don't pay anything, and next year just another $500, and these other people are $2.99, so we're going to pay $3,600 a year or $500 a year? Show me this website, Groove. Let me see some of the reviews. Look them up on YouTube. Some of these demos look pretty nice. You see where we're going, folks. We're gonna compete on value. So why $4.97 a year? Well, when I owned Genesis Digital, I was a co-owner. I have my 30+% in that company. Our first product was Webinar Jam. Our second product was Ever Webinar, and we were building Kartra off of my platform Deal Guardian that I had originally built. And we were selling that for $497 a year, and it was selling like hotcakes. We were selling 35 to 50 a day, doing $18,000 to $22,000 a day. And it had just started, had just launched, and it only grew from there. And it was the most affordable thing that everybody said, you know, hey, I can bite the bullet and pay $500 as long as I know I don't have to pay for another year. So for Groove to have a strong affiliate program, for me to go on stage, for me to be able to do webinars and live streams, and I'll promote for you, you promote for me, and do media buying. Here's what we've learned. If I get on 2 years ago, last year, Groove.Ai, Lifetime, we would do $1 million, 1.5 million in sales, like sleeping, because we had a great product attached to a great offer. Hey, there's a lifetime deal, right? It was like, oh, well, for that, I'm going to buy. If I would have been doing Groove.Ai and Groove.cm for the last 3 years and saying, and you could get all of this for $299 a month, people would be like, okay, interesting. When I get there, maybe I'll think about it. But if I'm going to pay $299 a month, I have other options. You're not giving me such a conclusive reason that I need to stop everything in my business and run over to Groove for $299 a month. So I hope that you understand, I'm not talking anything about Groove in that first scenario that I gave you before. I'm basically saying that $299 a month for Groove is not sexy. It's okay. You're the San Diego Padres. Okay. You're competing with the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox and the Atlanta Braves. You're just, okay, you know, throw your hat in the ring. Fantastic. You're going up against, in basketball, the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron and, the Bulls in the 90s. And now they got this new kid, Anthony Edwards in Minnesota, right? But, you can't just be the, Florida Marlins in a baseball team or the San Diego Padres. And that's essentially what Groove is. We're just one of the many. But the ability for me to be doing live streams, showing up on people's virtual summits. I've been turning down virtual summits. People are like, you don't want to show off Groove? I'm like, look, I'm going to get on there. I don't have any special offer to make. I'm going to show you a platform. I'm going to be like, you got to pay $299 a month. And they're like, well, and it just happened. I saw all the objections were, well, I'm already using a high level. Should I switch? And I'd be like, yeah, you could switch. And you're going to go from $299 a month to $299 a month, and you have the headache of switching, right? If you could say lifetime, people get it. So I think you know where we're going, right? Let me show my screen here. Let's add my screen to the mix, and that was and since I'm looking over here, let's switch the camera angle to. Oh, we got rid of the presets. Okay, no problem. We'll just have me looking here. So let's go over to Groove.cm and go to our brand new website. Now, I'm sure many of you have seen the new website. It went live about a month ago, about 3 weeks ago, maybe. It's a brand new website. The new Groove.ai website will be going live probably by Wednesday of next week, and it's going to look just like this. So let me show you the way this works. Now, when you come to the website, the first thing you're going to notice is there's no more free. So in February, we had warned people that, coming May 1st, there'll be no more free. Now, anybody that has a free account can log in and only see their affiliate dashboard. Let's take a look at that. Let me log out of here. Let's log in as a free member or anybody that would show up as one of your affiliates. So that would be, I have a free account here. So you're going to see immediately, as a free member, I can't get into the app anymore, right? We have here Groove's free account ended. Click here, and when you click upgrade, you go to this pricing page. So we're going to get out of that just for a second. Donna, just a little note, if you can have this open in a new window, that would be great. This little upgrade button, if we could tell Alan. All right, and so here you can see it says go to the affiliate area. So just like if I go to Kartra, and we log in, become a host. Interesting. Bear with me just a second. Oh, I see. They have a whole new login that has I think it's this one. Not even sure. I don't even know which email I have going with it. I honestly don't know. So I'll try one, but they just changed this week. This is a whole new sign up. Oh, I see what happened. I think I clicked sign in. No, I clicked login. So why did they give me all of that nonsense when I put my email address in? I guess it doesn't recognize the email. Okay. So that email is not on file. So let me try this. Maybe I switched my email to this. All right. Oh, Kartra's gotten complicated to sign in. Okay, so I'm logged in, apparently. Settings. Whoa. Oh, I'm in Carta. Oh, I'm in Carta.
That's hilarious.
You didn't catch it either, Donna?
Well, I did not. And I'm sitting there going, wow, this looks so different. What did they do? What are they thinking? Yeah.
I'm such an idiot. All right. So yeah, I was like, man, like, wow, they're really making some changes over here. All right. So look, I don't have a paid account with Kartra, but I can promote affiliate products here. So when we log into Kartra, we see that I am in the affiliate dashboard. I can see things I'm promoting and all those things. But if I want to go to like Groove.Ai, this is what they call products, and I click here, you're going to see a little pop-up that says, hey, reactivate your account, go to billing maybe later. And so I can't navigate anywhere in the site. I can probably go to my profile and see things like that, but I cannot use the app. But if I sign up for somebody's affiliate program, I can do that. Well, that is the same thing here with Groove. If we go into Groove, all I can see now as a free member is the affiliate promotions. I can sign up for other people's affiliate program. I can go and click on promos and find a different product that I'm promoting. And I can get my affiliate links and everything, right? So just like Kartra, we have completely eliminated the free. And if you're one of our 1,050,000 users that wants to use our platform, the free is gone, and you would simply just go to Groove.cm and go to the pricing page. So that is the first thing that we want to talk about publicly here, is that it's official. The lifetime is completely gone and the free is completely gone. So when you're here at the website, you will see here, we have a much shorter web page here. And instead of talking about the apps, we are talking to the people, creators, coaches, e-commerce. You can go to any one of the different apps here, but we don't overload you on the first page. We basically talk about what you can do with our platform, right? Instead of saying Groove Sell, and this was something Donna felt very strong about, and she was 100% right. That's all the other people are doing it. Instead of saying Groove Sell, Groove Mail, we just say sell your products, share your passions, right? Engage with your customers, that's email. Nurture, that's automation, all that. We talk about what it replaces. We're also going to be adding another grid here that is one of those feature grids. So it'll be Kartra, ClickFunnels, high level, and then Groove, and then there'll be like check marks as includes, doesn't include, X, and all that different type of stuff, because we really want to move away from comparing ourselves to all of these people and comparing ourselves to the other all-in-one platforms that everybody's going to anyway, and then just putting at the bottom, $2.99 a month doesn't include some of these things. $2.99 a month doesn't include this. $2.99 a month for high level doesn't include this. And Groove includes everything, $42 a month when paid annually. That is our new approach. So Very simple page. Now, when you go back to the top, you'll see we have use cases, and we're building out a separate page that talks to each one of these different people. And then we have the applications over here if you want to deep dive into the app. So our old website pages are still here. They've been made a little more modern. So we still show you an overview. You could see a full demo. These things are 35 minutes long. So people can come here, and we still have, I believe, oh, this is nice. Lucius did a real nice job with this. Let's take a look at, let's say, Groove Cell. Some of them, oh yeah, no, as you can see, we got rid of the tabs. So they're just simpler. But we do have this one page here that has our old legacy website. And that's right here where you see, let me see. So we have our See It in Action video. Did he get rid of it? Maybe these pages here, the creators? Okay. On these pages, you see we have so much content, right? For creators, coaches, and e-commerce. For these pages here, we still have our legacy, like real deep dives with multiple tabs in there. But even here, we feel is too much information, so we only put it on these one pages. We feel if you want to learn about the app, people get it. You could see a quick little demo. You go to Groove Member. All of these pages here now are just very simplified with nice new screenshots. And so when people come to this website and they finally decided to get started, it doesn't say get started, it's free. We are not offering, will it come back? We're going to test everything. But we feel that we don't need right now to have a sign up free account, no credit card required, and it's free for 30 days type of things. We're just going right now with this pricing. And I'm going to bring Donna on just for voice in just a minute, and want to get some feedback from her on something I was thinking. And then might even get some feedback from you. And Donna, I think you might like this, right? So here's what we've done before I bring Donna on, is all of Groove that you've known without Groove.ai has been reduced for what was the old $299 a month plan. All of this stuff here. Okay, and remember the contacts, when it says unlimited contacts, new people that are paying, that's contacts. They will be connecting with SendGrid or Groove Mail's white label of SendGrid and paying per email the way you do with High Level. So this doesn't include email sends, right? But you'll just plug in the same way you plug in with Twilio and pay per send for a text message, or the way you use an API for an AI company like Groove.Ai. You pay per use. And that helps us keep the cost very, very low. So you get everything for $497 a year. And if you want Groove.ai, that is going to maintain separate. As I said, a new website is coming here. You will notice that Groove.ai sells for $497 a year. All right. But you'll see here at Groove.ai, we have a combo plan for you at $797. And also at Groove.ai, we have a combo version. Add Groove.ai for just $300 a year. You'll get Groove.ai. And that would be here. You get both for $797. So we have one more thing that I want to say. So it's Groove.cm for $497 a year, Groove.ai for $497 a year, both for $797 a year. And when you break that out, I think it comes out to a horrible number of 66, I think. 797 divided by 12. Yeah, $66.41. And so it's $66 a year, and it includes AI. And so we now take PayPal because we don't have any lifetime deals. So this brings me to the next thing, and I'm gonna talk about this without sharing my screen here just for a minute. We'll look directly to the camera, and then we'll bring on Donna, and I want to get her feedback on this because this is something she feels we should consider and she feels strongly about. So one of the reasons we really love this $497 per year, first of all, like I said, it's a price point that I know works well. We did it with Webinar Jam. We did it with EverWebinar. Just do me a favor, put in the chat. We should do a survey here. Let's do this. Let me ask you guys this. Giving what you know, and then we get to option number 5, and we say, so what's the difference? This one's also $299. No, this one's only $497 a year. Huh. Oh. Show me the website. Wow, that's a gorgeous website. So you're telling me I gotta drop a nickel, right? I go in, just get me my credit card. I'm gonna put $500. All right, we got access to this for an entire year. And if we don't like it in the first 30 days, we should probably put that, Donna. We don't have that, right? Don't like it in the first 30 days, you get your 500 back. So Donna, please make notes. We don't have that on the website. You don't necessarily need that with continuity at $99 a month, but for $497 a year, we should probably put 30-day money back guarantee. So you're telling me for $500, let me just pay it now. $500. All right, we got access to this thing. 30-day money back guarantee. Go figure it out. If you don't like it, we'll get our money back. Now, here's what I want to ask you guys here in the chat. Under that scenario, do me a favor, tell me what the chances for Groove just went up for us to compete. And remember, I might have just done a webinar for you. I might have done a demo where Mike Filsaime goes up. And not only that, let me show you what you can do with the AI. You could do this, and here's why it's better than ChatGPT. And we're going to be doing a Groove.AI update in just a minute. And you can have the Groove.AI and the Groove.cm, and we're going to be merging technology. All that stuff is coming for $66 a month instead of $299. So I just pay $800. I get it all. Okay, great. Do me a favor. Put the chances from, you said 5%, 40%, 10%. What are your chances now? How did Groove just become a competitor at that price point? And remember, you as an affiliate now have the ability to, that's going to be our positioning in our emails, on our webinars, on our live streams, when I'm on stage, when I'm doing virtual summits for people, when you want to join venture with me and we do a webinar, and I'm going to be able to demo Groove. And the same way I used to say, you can run your entire business for $2,497 lifetime, one-time payment. We'll break those payments up for you. You'll never make another payment to anybody again. We were competing against $299 a month. We were competing against $3,600 a year. Groove at $299 a month doesn't compete. It's just like, yeah, you're the San Diego Padres, right? At $497, I'm going to walk around to everybody I see and be like, you need to switch to Groove, man. Save yourself some money. You're paying $3,600 a year for a platform that arguably is not better and slower. And, you know, save yourself the money. Come to us. Pay us $500 and you're good. Let me show you the platform. You're going to love it. So you guys are saying here, let's see. Let's go back here. What might our SaaS plans look like? We just went over. On the new payment page with our affiliate link, our referral name does not show it. Okay, yeah, I'll be discussing that with you guys in just a minute. That's your old affiliate links, because this is a new funnel, are gonna be mapped probably by, we could check with David Lemon. They're working on that. I wish I could.
Literally being worked on right now.
Yeah. So probably by Monday, guys, that's going to be mapped. We created a new pricing funnel, and I forgot to tell them.
Way sooner than that. Monday's a full week.
Oh, I thought today was Friday. I'm sorry.
Yeah, way sooner than Monday.
Yeah. So consider it a non-issue. Your affiliate links, we didn't want to tell you to sign up for a new affiliate program, so we're going in the back and mapping them. So don't worry about that. Okay. So Madeline says, ooh, look at these new animations they're doing here. I like that. Madeline says, it makes business sense. John Jones says, all right, at $497, I would be all over that deal. 100% Groove. And these are people that said 10%, before. We haven't completely sold Andres, but thank you for being honest. Look, you might love some of the other platforms. I get it. Rafer says, we went up to 80%. Ingy, who was lower before, is now giving us 100%. Other people here, Maya is saying 50%. And Squeaky Wheel, who gets the grease, we have just moved up from 10% up to 80 to 90%. Gabrielle Ramos says, I think that's a great deal for new customers and affiliates. So likes it for the affiliate program. Manuel says Groove is getting better and better. $66 a month for the Groove combo, AI plus Groove.cm, no brainer, right? Or you have to go pay Jasper plus go high level, right? So still 10% because of the buggy software. Hey, I get it, but we're not going to be buggy. And as I told you, there's just some things that we have some really, really great
new chapter coming for Groove, new partnerships coming that's going to take care of all of these different things. We're going to be seeing a development team that cannot be competed with. But Peter, thank you for being upfront. I appreciate that. And the last 90 days were a little rough, and we took care of 90% of those bugs with the refactoring. It's only up from here. I'm not going to keep going through this, but Mako Silva, 100%. I love Groove, the page builder. It's simple, it's fast. So we have our fans. You guys love us. 9.9 out of 10. There's always room for improvement. Steve doesn't want to go the full way there, but it gives us a 9.9. Cameron, who loves us, by the way. Cameron and I, we talk on Skype, we text. Real big fan of ours. Also a critic to me privately when needed, and I really appreciate it. I wouldn't say critic, he's like feedback. Here's how we can do better. Cameron, who loves us, said at $2.99, Mike, being honest, if I didn't know anything about you and I was comparing the 5 different options, I think before he said 40%, he's back to 100. We have an 85 to 90. Lit Crypto Tips and HQ gives us 100 and 100, and Online Teacher, we moved. Online Teacher Dude, we have just moved from like the 5-10% to 100%. So, man, I got to tell you, good validation. The fact that you guys are saying that, because look, we could come on here and get beat up. What's going on with this? What's going on with this? And we get it. Excited to turn the chapter in the next hour on some updates for you. But seeing that you guys would be brutally honest and say 40% at the high, and then 5% and 10% was the median. Now moving to 80, 90, and 100% says to us that we're doing the right thing. And look, as somebody just pointed out, it's the right business decision. We don't want to be the San Diego Padres. I find it difficult to tell somebody that's using high level to make the switch to Groove at $2.99 a month. So we've already seen incredible conversions coming to the website. Signups are coming in every day at the $4.97. So now we're going to turn on the floodgates. We're going to be doing our media buying, which was very difficult at $99 a month. Oh, let me tell you the other thing. When you had $99 a month, $199, and $299, people weren't even going for the $299. 99% of our customers have less than 5,000 leads. They were taking the $99 a month, and within 6 months, we were losing those customers, and more than 50% of those customers were failing for insufficient funds. Coming to us and saying, hey, my Groove account was shut down. Yeah, it hasn't been billed. Yeah, I won't be able to pay you till next month. Please don't shut my stuff down. My funnels are on. It's like, it automatically shuts down. Your account gets canceled after 30 days of no billing. And it's just a nightmare. Recurring billing in tough times. Is it tough out there right now? I'm not kidding you. It's tough. It's tough. We've seen our sales dip in Groove. We've had to tighten the belt. For the first time in 20 years, I'm saying to my wife, I don't want to go down to Miami for that dinner. That restaurant, it's like $1,000 a head, the way that, we have fun and we drink and we get sushi and we get all this stuff. I don't want to spend $3,000 right now. Raise your hand if that's you, right? You don't even have to put it in the chat. Just send the energy. Raise your hand if this year, the last 6 months, you've actually been saying, honey, maybe don't get the Thomas's English muffins. Get the Publix brand. You hate them. Yeah, I know, but I don't want to spend $6.89 on English muffins when these are two packs for $2.99. These are things that we never said before, right? I don't want to sound elitist. Maybe some of you have been saying and doing it forever. But what I'm saying is, I think every single person is saying to themselves, hey, I don't think we need that right now, right? Maybe we don't need that Lexus. Maybe let's look at the Genesis. Maybe we don't need the Camry. Maybe we should get the Corolla, right? And so when it's that tight out there and everybody has to pay ClickFunnels and Kartra and high level $299 a month, and they can I'll come up with the 500. Let me get it out. Honey, come here. I'm going to put 500 on the card. No, don't. I'm going to do it, but we don't have another payment for the rest of the year. All right, just do what you got to do. 500. Oh my God, I can run my business now for the rest of the year. Right? That's our positioning. We're going towards a value-based consumer. We know inflation has hit people really, really hard. We've been talking inflation for 3 years. Inflation went up, but we're really feeling the effects of it now, right? So let's just take a look here. I'm going to scroll all the way down here. You guys are typing like crazy. Yeah, you guys are, yep, times are tough. Again, not going to say any names out there, but times are not what they used to. And I think the good old days are going to be coming back. That's what I think. And we want to do what we can to make it better for Groove, to stop seeing that we're signing people up and they're canceling. Lifetime value of a customer at Groove is like 5 months. So we want to go with the annual plan, make it more affordable for people. What's the point in having continuity if people aren't sticking around? Now, having said that, there was another thing with the one last thing on the $99 a month that I wanted to say. Just came in and out of my head. Bear with me. So, final point on that one is it's nearly impossible to do media buying. It's nearly impossible to do media buying because, like I said, people aren't taking the $299. They don't need all the different things. They've taken the $99. They're lasting for 5 months. It takes me 5 to 6 months to get what I get on day one at $497. And I can't do media buying. It costs me more money. It costs me more than $99. It costs me about $250 to $300 to acquire a customer. I don't have the funds to blow up a media buying campaign that I break even after 3 months, got to pay an affiliate in some cases, and then I got 2 more months with the lifetime value. That model just doesn't work. You can go and see the interview with Russell Brunson. Just type Russell Brunson podcast interview. There's like 3 of them that he's done in the last 3 weeks. One of them, he says, yeah, I don't know how companies are doing it. We cannot get customers at ClickFunnels with media buying if all we had was ClickFunnels. We need our back ends. We need our programs, our events, and everything like that to sell people through, because you can't get it with a software platform. And then Russell even said, I don't know how they do it. And he says, oh, I know how they do it. They raise $100 million and they lose money to acquire customers to build a brand, right? So having said that, I want to propose this to the community and to Donna. And I left the teacher dude on there. I got to go back and hide that comment. I think there we go. All right. So Donna, what do you think of this? If we share my screen again, let's go to this view. All right.
Got it.
This is what I was thinking. I like the simple pricing here. You know how I feel about having this, even at the front of the website, we even have this. Like we always say, when your price is not the objection, it's the actual feature. Lead with your price. So we literally put it here: limited time offer to get Groove, regularly $299 a month for just $497 a year. And this should actually say, I'll fix this later. It should say for just $42 a month when paid annually. So when we come here to the pricing page, here's what I was thinking of doing, because I like the simple pricing. I was thinking of doing this, Donna. So let's go right here. And by the way, this little testimonial from Felicia is going to go here and fill up this dead space. Let's do this.
I think a guarantee should go there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Even better. Let me just... All right. Let's go into little edit here mode. Let's say we move this down like this. Let's make this a little bit bigger for everybody. All right. And let's say right here, we had an accordion. I don't like that. Like this. And it said... So we'd have something like this here. Okay, and this right here would be the little accordion dropper like this. And when it opens, what we would do, we would have an option for Groove.cm, right? Groove.cm for, and this is where I'm not exactly sure, but this is what I'm thinking here. So I'm going to put two different options. So this would be .cm. Let's make that a little bit bigger. So this is the $497 plan, right? And over here we have this is the $797 plan, right? So it's everything that they were getting, and then we could do that here for either $99 a month. We just don't lead with it. Keep our pricing simple, and we make this one. Come on. $149 a month, like that. And so it would be the same plans that they're seeing right here. Literally, we would just get a pricing plan that looks something. It would look like this, right? It would say Groove.ai right, and it would list everything. And it would say 99, and it would say Groove.ai plus Groove.cm, and it would list something like this, and it would be $149 a month. The other thing that I was thinking is possibly making this $149 and $199. I think it's too high because I really want them to take the annual. What are your thoughts, Donna?
Well, you know that I want a monthly, so I was advocating that previously. So I'm good with it.
You like that? Keep the pricing simple, like this. You get here, and then at the bottom here, you see want monthly pricing, and you click, and you'll get something along the lines like that, and then they'll just see lower pricing, and just to keep the pricing very simple on the page.
Yeah, and I think the prices should be lower. Actually,
So this definitely goes.
Think $79 and $99 a month.
Oh, well, that's the whole thing. I don't want to compete with the $497, right?
Right.
You
don't actually want people to take it.
Right. That's the thing is like, I feel that they will take it, and then they'll only last 3 to 4 months. Right.
Okay. So I love that we have people listening because they get to hear how we talk about these things, from a business perspective. The only thing that lets us know if it's a smart thing to do is a long-term test.
Right.
So,
and then we could find out, hey, Mike, you were wrong. The $79 people are lasting, 11 months, right.
Or we could find out that you were right and we've shot ourselves in the foot. So it really is a bit of a gamble when you're figuring out pricing. At any time you're figuring out pricing. One of the reasons why we went to lower pricing was because the economy is so hard. Yeah. And I think if we came out with a 79 and 99, if it was always like right there, 79 is still more than the annual by like $30 a month more.
Yeah, you're saying 79 and 99.
Yeah,
which is basically double. Well, no, the 99 is really cheap because it would be 66 for this, so it's not that much more. It's like a better deal here.
Power of it being under $100.
Yeah, right. So, guys, just curious here. I'm going to stick with the. Somebody's saying 99 and 129 is so. Yep. Here's what happens. You got to do this. You got to do 42 divided by 99, and you come up with 0.42. So you got to take 0.42 and divide that by 0.42 divided by.
You want 0.42% of the total?
Oh, 66 was the other price. 66. Oh, it's 66 divided by 0.42. With the price, the price equivalent is 157. Oh no, so it's 42. It's 100 minus 42. Or 1 minus 0.42. There we go. So yeah, so this should be 113 if this is 99, right? And the proper equivalent for just adding $300 more, like the 797 would be 113. So that's why the other
Right.
person is saying that the better pricing here would be 129 a month. I really like 149. It is a big jump. It's 50% more.
Yeah.
Let's just leave this here just for now. It's such an affordable payment. Or hey, just pay $797. So here, do me a favor, everybody. Final thing, and then we'll move on. Donna, we're going to do this tonight. When we're done, I'm going to go add 2 more prices in the funnel, make a little drop down, and we'll have monthly pricing there for people. And that way, I'm not going to push it on live streams. I'm going to be like, you can get all this for just $497, and it's kind of like an order bump. You'll see it at checkout.
Maya makes this point: if you want people to buy the annual plan, you must make the monthly plan unattractive. Absolutely, that's
right.
what we're talking about. However, I am now saying maybe we want people who need the monthly plan to be able to have a monthly plan that satisfies their needs. Like, I'm just going from maybe it's not the best thing for Groove per sale, but maybe it's the best thing for the Groove community to have a lower price product.
Yeah. So Squeaky Wheel says, do you want monthly buyers or annual buyers? So here's the thing. These are great questions. So I appreciate that you guys are giving different pricing in there and going, ooh, I kind of feel for you. The truth is we want cash flow that works with media buying. That's what we want. And so what would I rather have? A customer that pays $99 a month always in perpetuity, or a customer that pays $497 a year? I'd rather have the customer that pays $99 a month. Now, here's a very interesting
And we have a couple
for
of those.
Yeah.
We have people that have been paying $99 a month for more than a year.
So I'm gonna throw an interesting question for you, Donna. You're gonna tilt your head like a puppy hearing a dog whistle. What would you rather have? This is a real interesting question for everybody in the community. I don't know my answer yet. What would you rather have? A customer that pays you $497 right now and doesn't renew in a year, or a customer that pays you $99 a month and he cancels after 12 months?
The $99 a month customer. Because now you're talking about 2 customers that we know the lifetime value of. So I'd rather take the customer with the lifetime value spread out over a year, because the time value of money to speed it up for 1 year for less than half the money it's not worth it. Just
media buying.
Financially, it's not worth it.
Media buying, it's harder to get the.
Well,
it takes you start in January. It takes you
looking at media buying from a 1 month perspective. If you're looking at media buying as an annual process.
Well, right. If you don't have the deep pockets to, like, let's say it costs you, $300 to acquire a customer, right? So with it takes you 5 months. If you start in January, it takes you until May to get what you got on January 1st with the other one that you can immediately put back in. Again, I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm saying, isn't it an interesting question that you could I could even be making a case to take less money. So
this is why I like the monthly option. Why I like having the monthly option. I think it does 2 things. I think for the market, it gives them an option for a good software. They're not stuck with Squarespace or Wix. They have a good, platform that they can build on for a low price. So I feel good about that, because it makes me feel like we're providing a good service for the community who just can't, like, maybe they don't have a credit card and they just can't manage the $497 a year. So there's that part of me that thinks that it's good for the market. There's another part of me that thinks it's good for Groove to have a combination of annual and monthly recurring revenue.
Yeah.
And to have a mix of that. Because if we get a customer today, we would get $500 from them, but then we wouldn't see any more money from them for another year. Whereas a monthly customer is making our books look solid.
Yeah.
See?
We have to figure out how long they last, right?
Yeah.
So so guys, this is what you call the meta, right? And I'll give you an example of what I mean by the meta. You're the state of California and you're like, okay, well, we need more revenue. All right, well, let's go from 8% tax to 10% tax. All right, well, you do
Pierre
that.
likes my pricing.
Well,
Thanks,
yeah.
Pierre. I'll
Thank
slip
you,
you the
Pierre.
20 later.
Yeah, it's every time you change one of the equations, the whole meta changes. So you if you were to say, well, I have a way that we could pay all of our bills. Let's raise the taxes from everybody from 13% to 60%. It's like, great, everybody left the state. And so what my concern that I'm talking to you guys out there, because Donna and I already had this conversation, is if the person's like, man, 100%, I'm in. Jason Bourne's story against Keep at $497. I'm all in. I could pay $497, and they pay it. Now you introduce the plan for $79 a month, and now that same person goes, I'll pay $497. Ooh, oh, there's a $79 a month option. And what happens if that customer has a couple of bad months, and he only pays for 3 months? I've taken, I didn't get all of the $497 customers, and the leftovers that couldn't afford $497 are now, I'm picking up people that are paying $79. I've lost the opportunity to get the $497. I'm losing the cash flow, and now I get the $797, and I got to hope that he lasts at least 7 months to bring me to the $497 that I had, and then go from there to be profitable. And it's taken me 7 months, et cetera, et cetera. So this is just one of these fine balance things that are tough, because even if we were to do a split test, what Donna and I would have to do is we would have to test the $497 alone for 90 days to 4 months to see, okay, the $497 converts without an alternate option at this percent.
Mm-hmm.
When you introduce the $79 option after 4 months of testing, you can see, okay, you are getting $79 sales, but at what cost? Your $497s went down 30%. So you lost 30% of those sales here. So we have to see that, do these people last 5 months? And if they do, then we'll make more money. And then you could say, how many additional sales now in total are we getting that are paying $79 that wouldn't have paid $497, because you have the baseline. So,
Mike, I have another idea.
Yep.
Instead of a drop down here,
Mm-hmm.
what about an exit offer? If they are leaving our checkout, they're not buying at $497. Maybe that's the time to put a monthly price in front of them.
Yeah, that came to mind too. And I think we can do both.
Yeah, I think if it's in an exit pop, it avoids that confusion and also the fear that somebody might take a monthly when they would have paid the
I'll
annual.
throw another one at you. Ready?
Okay.
You're going to hate me. You're going to be like, I don't want to do that, but that actually might be pretty good, because that's what I'm thinking. The exit is try it free for 30 days.
I'm sure. I do think we should do that. I mean, one of the things that we did, not inadvertently, with intention, when we switched over to the new site and got rid of free, was we now no longer have a list building option.
Yeah.
So we need to do something to build.
I like that.
We need a free
I
offer.
like try it free for 30 days. We already have the technology, and we just let them go in and build their stuff for 30 days. And I can have some onboarding videos.
We get the lead, we follow up. We could offer a monthly pricing in the follow up.
Exactly. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for showing up today and giving us your feedback. And now Donna and I have what we need. We'll see you next week. Thanks.
Now I think, and thanks everybody. I love all these comments that are coming in the chat, because I can really tell that we have some serious business owners that are considering things like the retention rate and cancellation, and the stability of the company, what we're doing to retain people. I like one comment. Somebody said, I'm sorry, I can't find it. I'm not going to look for it now. Someone said something about an annual pricing gives them time to get the feel of the platform. So like a month is not enough to decide that they want to stay with Groove. So yeah. There's a lot of great feedback. We've listened
really
to it
great
all.
feedback.
We love it all.
Really
Thank
great
you.
feedback. And guys, we really appreciate the engagement. And it's not just that you're giving feedback, that you guys are this engaged on it. Honestly, I don't think I've seen the chat blow up this much in 2 years on a tangent conversation like this. And you guys are all putting your marketing heads on, and at the same time, you're putting on your it would be really cool for me if you made it $39 a month, right? And
I
so
I like the strategy discussions we have.
yeah, this is good. We're gonna save this conversation and go back and mine some data from that. But yeah, Donna, I feel really good about the validation on the 497 just there, and then we'll come to terms with the pricing. And I actually think I like the free with the exit. Hey, try it free, and then we'll build a list, and that gives somebody an opportunity to check the platform out completely. I can have an onboarding video that says, hey, thanks for signing up for free. While you're here, let me take the time to show you a 15-minute video that shows you all the features of Groove. And by the way, for just $42 a month, remember, you could always sign up or take our monthly plans, right? Because sometimes people come to the website for 7 seconds.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, sign up for free, no credit card? Okay, I'll sign up, and now we onboard them. All right. Live stream's over. We're done.
Live stream can't be over because we have Omni to talk about.
Kidding. Right. All right. So, Donna, I think we're good. We're going to move on off of the announcements of Lifetime is gone. Free for life is gone. And we are competing at $497 a year because we know that price works. We're excited about it. And Groove is putting a big smile on our face and saying, we're the value brand out there. We're the value brand. We want, whenever you have a product, right? Let me see if I could actually find this. Don't share my screen just yet, Donna. Let's see. Wait. From Rick and Morty. Let's see if it actually shows up in images. Oh, they don't have it. All right. So there's a serial on Rick and Morty called in one of the interdimensional cable television where they watch where the kid is eating a cereal called Wait What? Wait What? And it's just a man eating cereal, spitting something out, and it's called Wait What? Anyway, I went off on a real silly tangent there. But the reason why I bring that up is your pricing, your job in your offer, what we call an irresistible offer, is if you can elicit this reaction from somebody, then you're doing the right thing. Wait, what? If you can get that from a customer, and Groove at $299 a month, when I tell you that high level's $299, ClickFunnels $299, Kartra's $299, and Groove is $299 a month, this is your reaction. Okay, well, great, thanks. I'll think about it, I'll research it, I'll appreciate it, right? What the reaction that we want to get in the past with Lifetime or whatever is somebody go, I'm sorry, wait, what? And what that means is I wasn't really listening to you, right? Has that ever happened to you? You're talking to somebody, at a real estate, they're showing you a house and you're going, and it comes, and you're just kind of giving the and then all of a sudden they say something like, and the owners, if you buy it today, they're going to be taking $40,000 off if you're going to do a deal today. You go, what? I'm sorry, wait, what did you just say? Right? And if you could get that reaction from a customer, that means you peak something where they're like, oh, we're talking about a DEAL. We're making a deal. This is a deal. People love deals. They want to feel good about what they're purchasing. Nobody feels good about buying Groove at $299 a month. Nobody feels good about buying Kartra, ClickFunnels, or High Level at $299 a month. It's a necessity. When we can tie the necessity of your business down to a, wait, what? Good deal? $500 bucks. Wow. How are they making money, right? I always want you to feel bad for me. Let me get 50 customers a day, bringing in $25,000 a day. You can feel very, very bad for us there because that's just our front end. We have all of our back ends and all those different things. If we were to do $25,000 a day, that's $750,000 per month. In 10 months, that's $7.5 million. So you're looking at a $10 million a year business at $750,000 a month. Did I get that right? 750 times 12. $9 million a year, right? And just on the front end. Then you've got your promotional launches, your Black Friday, your back end, your Groove agency, your traffic syndicate, your your events, all your different ways. That is instantly a company doing 25 million. And we're not talking Groove.Ai, and we're not talking Groove.Ai white label and those different things. So I'm very, very excited about that. I think we will sell the living hell out of that. And the affiliate program for you, every new customer, you get us 40% commission on those sales. And that would get you on the recurring for the monthly as well. All right. So I think we move on. Let's see where we're at. We are 90 minutes in. Yeah, 90 minutes in. Let's move on. All right. Let's talk about 3 minutes on Groove.cm. Groove.cm refactoring, pretty much turn the page, and any new thing, we're just basically considering a bug. We have David Lemon working with the company, working very, very diligent on putting together new processes. As I said, we have real exciting things coming in June or July that I just can't talk about right now, but we're resetting our infrastructure to go big. And David and Donna are doing great jobs putting together processes for our development team, which is going to expand. And we just can't wait to hit the ground running. Groove has gotten to the point where we consider it stable. And we are going to tighten up Groove and then go back to the features in the platform and then get back to adding the things that we wanted. Obviously, AI integration. We're going to be adding Groove Survey, Groove Help Desk. There's some things I want to do to make the forums a little bit easier. Groove Calendar will be coming. All the things that we promised. Will we ever get to Groove streaming and Groove conference? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. That one is going to be down the line because StreamYard is just free and nobody's asking us for anything to compete with something that's already free. And do we need Groove conference when everybody has a free, Zoom account? Is that something that's really, really needed in Groove? Or would you rather see us, just keep putting more development in some of the other stuff? So I'm not going to say never because we said, hey, we're thinking of doing that, but I don't think that's a priority. We want to get to the survey, the calendar, and the help desk, the funnel mapping, different things like that. So that's the stuff that we're excited about. We really want to make Groove Mail sing and shine and all the automations, continue with the UI. Don, I got some other things that I want to talk to you about. I can't even talk about it live, but has to do with the UI person. I've been talking with him. So I'll leave it at that. I'll talk to you about that later. July or August start date. That's all I'll say. I don't want to say any more.
I wanted to hop in and say that, by the way, that's awesome. I wanted to say that the streaming, the webinar service, we thought about those. Those were all planned in 2019.
Yeah.
Before
Wouldn't
the
it be cool?
pandemic,
Right.
And before Zoom just exploded on the scene as the best in class. We never imagined a time when everyone was doing webinars and live streams. We may not remember 4 years ago.
StreamYard didn't exist. Back then we were using BeLive.
Yeah.
Or Beehive or something like that. BeLive.
Yeah, I think it was BeLive. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that the economy, the market has changed, and for us to even get to close to the level of service that Zoom provides is a huge distraction from the rest of us.
And I don't think anybody's knocking on our door saying, when is Zoom conference coming?
No.
Right? They want calendar, survey, funnel mapping, AI, and surveys. Funnel mapping, surveys, and the help desk. And we're excited about those. We're already looking into the plans for that. So, all right. So, so Groove.cm is, we are excited about this. I want to let you know that, the exciting things that are happening with our talks with great companies and partnerships that are coming in the future has nothing to do with the founders of Groove getting a buyout, walking away. We are here. I'm CEO of this company. We're taking it every single place where we plan. We are just getting some really, really good opportunities that we can't wait to talk about. So again, we're going to leave it at that. And we'll move on now to some fun. I'm gonna turn myself over here, start sharing my screen. Let's talk a little bit about AI. Well, man, I got to be careful because I can start going on for another 10 hours. Ooh, let me show you this. Ooh, let me show you that. Ooh, let me show you that. And then Donna's going to say, Mike, why did you go till 8 p.m.? You have nothing left for Thursday and Friday. I'm like, I couldn't help myself. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make more of an announcement, and we're going to talk about the implications, all about Groove.Ai, and then we'll probably wrap it up and do some really kick-ass demos on AI on Thursday, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. Those days, this is more like a mini update, State of the Groovian. And those days, we're going to jump in and we're going to be showing you some AI stuff. So big announcements, right? Oh, one more thing on pricing I didn't go over. Groove.AI white label. That price is being dropped from $497 a month to $299 a month. I believe that some of you are coming up for a billing, and Matt is going to try to race into Stripe and change your billings to $299 instead of $497. If you get billed at $497, we'll figure something out with you. But don't worry about that. So the bottom line is, how do I say this? We are currently shelving our plans for the Groove.cm white label, which we promised. Does that mean it's never going to come? Maybe. We're not sure yet. You could read into this any way that you want. I've alluded to some exciting things that are happening in June or July when that actually takes place. And that is going to allow us an influx ability to grow with developers. And talking with companies and things like that, we look at what is best for the future of Groove. And is the future of Groove to peel off part of our development team and focus on white label, or shelve that? And if you shelve it, it may never come back, and put 100% of our resources into developing the Groove.cm platform and the Groove.ai platform. And once we roll out what I tell you with the Groove.ai white label, we don't have to put any more development into the white label. Developing Groove.cm into a white label, it's timely and it takes away from stuff that we can be doing for Groove. So read into that any way that you want. Our influx of developers, it has been discussed. It's better for Groove.cm not to have a white label at this time. And so we're moving away from that model. The Groove.ai will have its white label. And having said that, we may bring the Groove.ai Groove.cm white label development back in. If we did, it would be a year from June or July, and then maybe take another 6 months from there. So we're easily looking at 2026 if the white label comes out. And at this point, so many things can happen with the company. We may decide, hey, we don't want any competition. We love the way that it works. So Groove.ai is the only white label. And that price is being reduced from, as you see my screen here, $497 a month down to $299 a month. So if anybody is going to pay $299 a month, they will get Groove.ai fully unlocked. They will get Groove.cm fully unlocked. Let me just see here. I'm sorry, they get, got to put my glasses on. They get Groove.cm fully unlocked. They get Groove.ai fully unlocked. And they get the white label and they can sell it. Now, it's very important for you guys to understand. If Groove.ai at its website is selling for the $299 plan for $497 a year, anyone with a white label, we're going to be announcing your new terms. You can continue to sell it at $99, $199, and $299 a month for this full enterprise option. Or you can just do what we do and sell it for $497 a year. And you will be able to sell this easier at $497 a year for all the reasons that I just said, rather than $299 a month. So you can continue with your old pricing or just move to one plan, your enterprise plan, at $497 a year, and we will be billing you if you've signed up at $299 a month. And if you want to join the white label now, you can get started for $299 a month. So that wraps up all the pricing, and now we're going to move over to Groove.ai.
And for white label owners, if we come out with a monthly, that's available to you. Any price that we ever have, we will make available to our white label.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. All right. So let's go to Groove.ai, and let's talk about one. Should we talk about that first without talking about ChatGPT 4.0? Let's talk about ChatGPT 4.0 and how that ties into Groove.ai. But before we do that, I will show you this because it's cool. Let's just get rid of me so you can see a little bit more. Let's zoom in my screen a little bit more. Wrong one. Okay. The first thing that you're going to notice here, let's just create a new project. Is that in your Groove.ai, we now have, scroll to the top, ChatGPT 4.0 inside of Groove. Now, even over at chatgpt.com, which, by the way, is no longer chat.openai, you're going to notice chat.openai now redirects to chatgpt.com. They've also announced a new app that you can use only on a Mac that has M1 silicon. So even my MacBook Pro is the old Intel. I can't use it. My wife's laptop, you can. My computer in my other office, I can. So if I'm going to demo that tomorrow, I might have to do that there. But it didn't come out for Windows yet either. So only Mac computers, but soon they'll be coming out. But it doesn't matter, because on Friday, Thursday or Friday, I'll be showing you Microsoft just announced that they've come out, because they own all the technology, with the ChatGPT style app built into something they're calling Copilot something, Copilot Plus or something. It's really, really cool technology. So I'm going to go full face on me right now, and we're going to talk about ChatGPT Plus. All right, ChatGPT 4.0. Do me a favor, inside of the chat, I'm going to move the chat to my second screen here so I don't have to look all the way over. Do me a favor, everyone, in the chat, and Mike, we never got the second camera, just curious why, for when I'm facing this way. Inside the chat here, do me a favor, tell me if on a scale of 1 to 10, 0 meaning, Mike, I didn't even know there was a ChatGPT 4. Can we do it? Or okay, 1 second. All right. I didn't even know that there was a ChatGPT 4.0. Are you saying 4.0? Why did it go from 4.5 to 4.0? If that's what you're saying, you'll put a 0 in the chat, meaning you didn't even know that there was an upgrade. What's ChatGPT, right? And put a 10 in the chat if and only if you have seen not only the entire ChatGPT live stream that they did demoing this, then you went to their blog and you saw every single use case that they're doing. You're familiar with the ChatGPT app. You're familiar with what they're doing with Apple iPhone coming soon at the May event with the June event with Apple. And you went to their blog, you've read everything, and you have watched at least 10 videos on people talking about ChatGPT 4.0. So from there, that's a scale of 0 to 10. Do me a favor, put in the chat what you're familiar with this new 4.0, which is not 4.0, as James says. He says it's really cool, but it's not 4.0, it's 4.0, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. Look at you guys blowing up the chat. So Peter, I made it impossible for you to say 10. So what Peter just told me is this guy lives on YouTube on his with his Apple TV app, and he just watches YouTube all day, and his spouse comes in and says, hey, are we going to get to watch something right now? And he says, I have 3 more videos on AI that I need to watch. Peter, if that's your 10, then you're my 10. David says 7, because I made it tough to say a 10, right? Richard Cook says 8. Pierre Noel, hey, I heard about it, checked it out a little bit. I'm pretty familiar with, I have a feeling, Mike, you're going to tell me some stuff I don't know. Interested in hearing talks. Melvin, 8. You guys, wow. You guys are really, I made it hard for you to say 10. So even 8s, I'm impressed. Danny, 6. Even 6s and 10s. Sandeep is like, Mike, I think I know everything, but I'm leaving one open. Prove to me you know something I don't. Nancy, 10. My gosh. You guys are AI junkies. Honestly, I'm really surprised. Andres is a 6. Steve is a 5. Gabrielle Ramos, a 1. Gotcha. 10. Incredible. Squeaky Wheel, who gets the grease, 4. And we got a 5 and a 0. Paul Hoffman, no way. 8. All right. John Johns, pizza. He's a 4 and 7 and 8. The name LOL. Yeah, exactly. And guys, I've never seen the engagement. We're going to be here for another 40 minutes. I'm not kidding. You guys can look at the chat in the Facebook group. It's blowing up here. So we're going to hide the current comment, and we are going to Mike, let's redo the camera on me here. I'm going to do standing desk mode for a minute. We're going to just fix that camera while I talk like this. All right. Get my energy up. Hey guys, do you see how much weight I put on? Yeah, I'm telling you, it's another 10 pounds in the last 90 days. So I've put all right, this is it. The really it. It's just 56 years old, man. It's just finding its way to make it difficult for me. So I've got my little protein shakes here. In fact, I'm going to shake this. Costco. I'm still one of the people that call it Price Club. Shout out in the chat if you still call it Price Club, if you're from the Northeast. And then somebody goes, Price Club, and you're like, I'm sorry, I mean Costco. That's me, I swear to God. I need one person to say that their wife still yells at them for saying that. Protein shakes, and the flavor here, cafe latte. This is insane. Gives me caffeine and a protein shake. I absolutely love this drink. So let's see. I guess I'm the only guy that still says Price Club. All right, standing up. Here's my energy that I want to talk about. ChatGPT 4o. It's a small o. That O stands for Omni. All right, so here's what I'm going to let you know about ChatGPT. There is a ChatGPT 5. It'll probably be announced, in my opinion. I have only speculation. It'll probably be announced in November, and it'll probably be released in January or February. This ChatGPT 5 has been seen, has been confirmed by Greg. What's his name? Greg Altman? Who's the CEO of OpenAI? I'm getting confused between rock stars. Sam Altman. I'm thinking Allman Brothers or something. So it's been confirmed. It is so good and so powerful that it's also scary. So they're really taking their time. I have a feeling they saw something so intelligent. They were like, wow. And so what does it take, especially after I've seen from ChatGPT 4o, which is the future, they've shown it to us just in 4o. They could have called this ChatGPT 5. But if they did, they would have let everybody down, because people would have been like, oh, this is really cool, but like, we've been waiting for ChatGPT 5. This is it. So that Sam Altman has been saying he has a problem right now with naming conventions. He says he doesn't want to be shipping a ChatGPT 12.2 or start naming it after ice cream like Android did. He says, but it has to be done. And so they didn't want to come out with something called a ChatGPT 4.75 saying this is an improvement on 4.5, but it's not 5. So they called it, in my opinion, what I thought was the stupidest thing. I think it was a very appropriate name. They called it ChatGPT 4o, which stands for Omni. Now, if you ask me, I think the better name would have been, in my opinion, ChatGPT 4.5 Omni or ChatGPT 4 Omni. They should have called it Omni instead of O, because the 4o sounds like 4.0, and that sounds like we went backwards. Naming conventions aside, why is this so big? Guys, this is so big. I don't care if ChatGPT 5 ever comes out again. For all of the needs that I could ever imagine for the AI needs, ChatGPT 4.0 Omni model is friggin' huge. They undervalued this. Donna and I had a conversation about it because she watched it live with me, and she says, hey, I like that Silicon Valley can learn a lot from this. We didn't need a 90-minute presentation to basically show us what this can do. They did a very understated demo, and then they dumped some stuff on the blog that when you go through, you're like, holy cow, why didn't they demo that? And I think what they realized is a 2-hour demo would be boring. Announce what you have, put videos at the website, and let me go through it at my own time, rewatch them, and there's plenty of different videos there. So what is ChatGPT 4 Omni? And I'm going to call it Omni instead of O, if you don't mind. I think you'll appreciate that. And I'll just call it Omni from now on. What is the difference between ChatGPT Omni and ChatGPT 4.5 Turbo? Not even from a developer point of view. We'll talk about that in a minute. Omni literally means that it is one model. And this model used to be several different models. There used to be a model called an LLM, which was ChatGPT 4.5 Turbo. It was strictly a language model. And what that meant is you could talk to it only in text, and it could respond back to you only in text. What ChatGPT did at chatgpt.com is they took their other models, and in the background they put DALL-E, and then they put the code interpreter, and then they put data analysis, and then they put Whisper, which is voice to text and text to speech. And they used to have all of these different models. And when you went to their website, and I'm smiling because, man, I'm friggin' happy. Me as a developer, I had to develop for DALL-E and create an API for that. And then I had to develop for the assistance model. And then I had to develop for ChatGPT 4 and create a user interface that also worked with ChatGPT Vision and the code interpreter and uploading files and everything in the back. And they've created, it's so hard to explain that this is a model. This isn't. So what this isn't is what ChatGPT was in the past is you could open up your phone and have a conversation with ChatGPT, but there was latency. And here's why. You would talk to ChatGPT and it would use another model called Whisper, and it would transcribe your voice and turn that into text. So if you said to ChatGPT, hi, ChatGPT, it would go, hi, how can I help you today? Because what happened was the hi, ChatGPT got sent to Whisper, it got transcribed, and it came back as text. Hi, ChatGPT. That text went into the language model and got spit out back to you as text that says, hi, how can I help you today? And then if you wanted to talk with ChatGPT, it would then take that text, send it into another model, which is known as text to speech. The other one is speech to text. And it takes the text to speech and it turns it into something like 11 Labs. And it says, hi, Michael, how can I help you today? And I'm hearing a voice, which is simply a text-to-speech API that is not even connected to the original model. And when I talk back to it, I'm good. I have a question about the Pythagorean theorem. Great. Transcribe that like YouTube transcript. It turns that into text and it sends it back. That was the old model working with all of these different models. I'm blown away by this, guys. I know it doesn't sound as great as it is in my heart, and it sounds like I'm overhyping it. ChatGPT 4 Omni is one model. And this model is not transcribing your voice, and it's not sending back text that gets turned into a voice. It is a new brain. It's this new, at ChatGPT 5, you start adding these things, we're getting near something that is a human model that sees the world the way that we do. And you add consciousness to this thing you allow it to think constantly. This is really, really interesting. So what that means is this new model also has vision running at all times. And it can actually see, it takes a screenshot. On Thursday and Friday, I'm going to be showing you some stuff that you can go look it up after this. Just look up Microsoft Microsoft announcement, Microsoft recall. Donna, have you seen Microsoft recall?
I have not.
Wait till you see my demo Thursday, Friday. And this is coming to the Mac. Microsoft recall. I cannot believe this. So they just announced a new chip that competes with the Apple M3, which was just announced 2 weeks ago. And it's 40% faster than Apple's best silicon. And they're putting it in the Microsoft Surface Pro. And the Surface Pro, Donna, you're not going to believe me. You're going to say, Mike, I call bullshit. I call bullshit. If you remember, Apple used to have something called Time Machine that you could go back on any particular day and find out what the state of your computer looked like, where your files was.
Yep.
This thing, Microsoft Recall, you activate it, and it takes multiple screenshots in vision. It's not necessarily a screenshot. It's using this vision model in ChatGPT 4 Omni, and it takes multiple screenshots per second, and turns that into tokens, stores it in the cloud or on your computer somewhere forever. And you could go back in 2 years and say, I don't remember when it was, but I was looking at a blue dress that I wanted to wear for a wedding that I had to go to in Mexico.
That's crazy.
And it pulls up that page. And like it has the image. It's storing the image. It's like, so just look up Microsoft Recall and you will be looking at it like this. What in the friggin' world is about to come? So there's this one right here. If we share my screen, I'll move this here for a second. Let's go to YouTube. We'll put here Microsoft Surface. And I'm okay. So if you look up, you go to Microsoft, you see some of these demos, right? So basically, we'll just go back to me here. I'll tell you what's happening now, Donna. So with this new app that has just been released, Mike, I think somebody's at our door. This new app that's been released for Apple Silicon, and it's not on Microsoft yet, but you get it through Microsoft is doing it with their computers through Windows. And within 3 months, we'll all have it. And even though the new app is available with 4.0, it's only the language model. They're rolling out in the next 2 weeks the actual Omni features that I'm talking about that they've demoed. So, Donna, basically what happens is there's a guy that just activates the share my screen. Like basically you allow ChatGPT 4.0 or built into Microsoft to watch your screen in real time. Okay, so they show a guy playing Minecraft and he goes, hey, chat. And chat comes on and goes, hey, how you doing? It looks like you're playing Minecraft. He says, yeah, I want to play and my son beats me all the time. I'm wondering if you could help me. Yeah, do me a favor. Just press, and I'm going to sound like an idiot because I don't know the right terms. Just press M and your inventory is going to show up. Oh, okay, great. Now I can see you only have this. You don't have a pick. You don't have this. You can actually do that. So here's what you're going to do. You see that thing over there? Walk over to it. And then all of a sudden, the guy goes, oh, what's that? And then the voice goes like this, Donna. Oh my God, that's a zombie. You need to run away real fast. Find a cave. And the guy runs and he runs away. And the zombie goes, I think you should be okay over here. And then the voice from ChatGPT goes, phew, that was a close one. All right, let's peek outside and see if we can continue. So that's just one example.
That is super cool.
Oh my God, Donna, it's literally can watch in real time what's happening. So then over at openai.com, which I'm going to show some of these stuff, we're going to actually use my other computer on Thursday because I can share audio, which I don't think I can from the setup. I might be able to. And if we can, we'll do it here. So basically what's happening is this app is also available on the iPhone and it's also available on the iPad. And what that means is you activate the app and you opt in to let it see your screen, and now it's seeing your screen. And now Khan Academy has shown, he brings the founder of Khan Academy, his last name is Khan, he brings his son on, they open up something, they open up the Apple Pencil, and the kid is working like this. And he goes, okay, so hi chat, I'm working over here, I'm trying to figure out something. I'm looking at a right angle triangle. This thing right here called B, is that the hypotenuse? And he circles it. And the chat GPT goes, no, that's the adjacent. The hypotenuse is opposite the right triangle. See that long one across? Circle that. The kid goes, this one? He goes, that's right. That is the hypotenuse. So you have vision that is looking at your computer at all times. So let me give you some more examples for developers. What they showed at the demo is that you could activate ChatGPT to see your screen. And instead of what you used to have to do by copying your code, go to chatgpt.com, paste your code and say, I have a bug here. You could just go, hey, chat. Yeah, hey, Mike, what's going on? Take a look at my code right here that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out why I can't get this to work. Oh, well, Mike, here's the problem. In your Tailwind class that you have right there, you're missing this. Do me a favor. Can you paste that code in? I'll rewrite it for you. You copy, paste the code into ChatGPT. It rewrites it. You paste it back. And it says, yep, it looks good. What you should do right now, hit the run command and go check it out in your browser. And they're showing these demos. I'm like, what? This thing is looking at my computer, and get ready for this. Get ready for this. Guess what's coming next? The big announcement that's going to be coming is autonomy. You're going to allow it to see your screen and your iPhone and your iPad, and then you're going to have the button that will say, do it for me. And you are basically going to be able to open up your CLI or your code editor and basically say, hey, chat, yeah, can you do me a favor? I want to create a new app. Looks kind of like Groove.AI. I want to build it on Next.js. Sure. Would you like me to help me? Yeah, why don't you help me do it? Okay, navigate over to here. See that button, press that. Okay, now do this. Or you could say, yeah, do it for me. Put your hands up like this, and you're going to see a new tab open, download, blah, 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 blah. Mike, I need you to enter your password here to continue. Sure, let me type that in. Go, continue. And it will literally build everything out. Mike, I just downloaded the ShadCN component library. I installed Tailwind, and you have Python running on your computer. And if you open up Supabase, right now I need you to create a free account. Okay, I create an account. Okay, what I'm going to do is and it will go and create the databases and everything for you. This is actually here right now. This technology is here right now. ChatGPT Vision, if you have an M1 Mac, go log in. If you're a ChatGPT Plus paying customer, you will get a little thing that says download ChatGPT app on your Mac. If you're on a Microsoft, it's coming, but just watch the Microsoft demo. I don't know if you have to get the latest update with Microsoft or if it only comes in their new Surface Pro tablets. I'm not sure, but we will all be getting this year. So ChatGPT 4.0 is a single model that can hear you. It doesn't hear your voice through Whisper and transcribe it into text and put it into a language model. It actually hears you. And when it talks back to you, it is not converting language model into a text output that is read by Whisper like 11 Labs. No, it is actually speaking to you, bypassing the text if you don't want to use it. And so in these demos, what happens is I can show up, let's just say my hair is all scraggled and I haven't shaved in a few days. And I'm basically repeating one of the demos. Hey, chat. Hey, Mike, how's it going? It looks like you're about to go fishing or camping or something. Actually, I'm about to go on a job interview. Oh, Mike, I'm really happy to hear you going on a job interview. What's it for? I'm going for a job interview for a CTO for a new company. Hey, Mike, that sounds really good. Can I make a suggestion? You know, even though the tech world is about wearing hoodies and headphones, you still want to make your best look. And the way I'm looking at you right now, if I can be honest with you, you look a little scruffy. If you were going for an interview for a band or maybe a fishing supply store, I think you'd be pretty good. But my advice is you probably comb your hair, put on a little polo shirt, maybe an expensive hoodie, you know, to show that you're cool with tech. And I would definitely shave the beard, you know, or trim the beard. Like these demos are over at openai.com. We're going to go over some of these things. So it's actually seeing you and hearing you. One of the examples that I don't really want to repeat because it'll make me look like a fool, but let's go for it. Many of you have seen the demo. The guy goes, hey, chat. And he goes, hey, how are you? Oh, my goodness. This thing is so damn flirty that, you know, they're calling it her, Scarlett Johansson, all that. I'm going to tell mine to not be so flirty. I don't like the me. You're talking about me. It kind of freaks me out a little bit. This thing is so damn flirty. Hey, how you doing, Mike? So nice to talk to you today. And so the guy says, hey, I want you to help me practice my breathing. And she says, sure, go in, take some deep breaths in and out, and I'll tell you how he does. And the guy goes like this. And the chat interrupts and goes, hey, hold on a second there. You sound like a vacuum cleaner. Okay, so this model doesn't just hear text. It hears sounds. You could play a siren and say, hey, chat, what is this? And it'll tell you, that's a dog barking. That's a cat meowing. That's this song. It's actually hearing, and the latency is like this. So remember before I said, if you show up with your webcam off and you only go like this, hey, ChatGPT, how are you today? It's going to say, hey, Mike, is everything okay? You sound like you're a little upset. Yeah, look, I just want you to help me write something for my blog, but yeah, I'm a little upset. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, I'm here for you if you want to talk, but how can I help you with your blog? Creepy? I don't know, but this, I'm letting you know it's hearing you. Now, the other thing you can do is you can do this. Hey, Chad, how you doing? Good, Mike. It seems like you're trying to be upbeat, but Mike, if I can be honest, looking at your face, is everything okay? Yeah, just got a really, really bad phone call, and I'm sorry, it's written all over my face. But anyway, I want to focus on some programming tasks. Okay, I'm here for you if you need. So what I'm telling you is it can read your emotions by looking at you. We haven't even gotten a ChatGPT 5 yet. You take a stronger model that's better on reasoning and does what ChatGPT 4 does, it's game over. Let me tell you what else ChatGPT 4 Omni can do. Sounds. Hey, I need you to make me a sound for a video that I'm working on. I have a scene where I drop a beaker, but the beaker is made of plastic, but I wanted to make it sound like a beaker from a chemistry class dropping on a tile floor. That's a prompt. It'll give you 3 iterations. Yeah, that's great. This one model, I'm blown away by this. I wasn't expecting this. This one model does it all. It can hear music, sounds, dog barking. You can say, hey, ChatGPT, I'm going to play you a sound. I want you to respond in kind. And you'll give it woof, 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 and it will respond back woof, woof, woof. Some of the demos, it's talking and you say to it, hey, ChatGPT, talk more authoritative. Sure. How is this? I will talk more like this. Hey, ChatGPT, do me a favor, talk like a woman instead of a man. Sure. How's this? ChatGPT, everything that you do, I want you to sound like Julie Andrews, and I want you to sing every answer. I will be happy to answer everything in a singing song like Julie Andrews. This, it does right now. ChatGPT, talk like a robot. Initiating robot mode. ChatGPT, tell me, I'm sitting here with my daughter, tell a story and use 4 different voices. Sure, let's get started. Once there was a little girl and she ran into a little old lady. Hi, I'm the old lady. And it will do the story like this. Now, here's the other one. Check this out. With ChatGPT app that sees your desktop. No, I'm gonna tell you the one that's even cooler because obviously that one is seeing your desktop. Donna, check this one out. We can upload an audio to be transcribed, and by me saying, hey, everybody, it's Mike, let's get started. And Donna, did you want to say something? Yeah, I just wanted to say I have a heart out at 1:30. Okay, cool. Talking back and forth. Yeah, go ahead, Matt. I see you have your hand raised, everything like that. You can have that conversation. Upload that audio to ChatGPT for Omni, and it will listen to the different voices. And then 40 minutes later, if Donna didn't say anything, just simply said this, hey, I just wanted to say one thing I recommend. We do the pricing at $99 a month. Nobody said, Donna, that was great. Nobody said, Donna, did you want to say something? It will recognize that voice and put it into the notes. And it will take notes for you and say, Donna suggested, Mike suggested, everything. Guys, I like, this is such a game changer because it's not transcribing. It's listening. and you then activate the vision and have it record a Zoom call, it actually will say, Donna held up something for the camera that looked like a purple dress. This is all available right now. So guys, that is ChatGPT 4.0. If we share my screen, let's just pop it on here. Oops, I hit the remove button. There it is, it's back. Okay. What I recommend you do is you go to OpenAI. Oh, yeah, and they've just announced a new assistance version 2.0. So Donna, I'll explain this, but basically they've updated the assistants that I built all the apps on for Groove.AI. Let's just see here. All right, yeah, so just go to okay, so, oh my God, let me zoom this in. Look at this. So everybody's like, oh, so is this DALL-E 4? No. They're just moving away from other models. It's ChatGPT 4 Omni, okay? And it does images now. Oh, so it has DALL-E 3 built in? No. It does images better than DALL-E 3. You could say, oh, so it's like DALL-E 4 is in the model. You could say that, but it's not DALL-E 4. It's ChatGPT 4 Omni. It just does everything. This thing's a friggin' human without a body. So, Donna, I don't know if you saw this, but what's impressive about this is the prompt. A first-person view of a robot typing the following journal entries. Yo, so like I can see now, caught the sunrise, and it was so insane, colors everywhere. Kind of makes you wonder, like, what even is reality? The text is large, legible, and clear. The robot's hands type on the typewriter, and then over here,
Just the fact that that's all spelled correctly blows me away.
that's what I'm telling you. Now,
That is amazing.
Now, let me show you some other killer stuff that this thing does. There's like drop downs in here. All right, so this is the stuff I'm going to show you. It's going to take me 3 hours just to like go over all of this stuff here for you. If you want to see a good video on this and you don't want to wait for me for Tuesday, for Thursday, you can go to Matt Vid Pro, and he did a good breakdown on every one of these three drop down. Oh, Donna, see it here? Access to GPT 4.0 Vision. This is the Microsoft one. So if you want to learn about the Microsoft, go to the one he did 17 hours ago. Here's the ChatGPT 4.0 deep dive. So this one here, I'm just going to mute. He actually takes the time to go down all of these. I'm going to do this on Thursday next week. Let me just show you something that I found that was fascinating. So let me see if they have something called, if you see it, Donna, let me know. I'm looking for character consistency. Oh, some of these are so good. Photo to caricature. So like, look at this. You upload a photo of yourself and there's your new Facebook profile. This guy uploads this. There you go. This guy uploads this. And this is why they say the future is no more apps. It's just all prompt, because now the model can do anything. So that's just one example. Let's look at another one here. Let me see if they have, let's look character designs. Okay, so Donna, imagine you putting in a prompt, and then once you get the prompt, you iterate, and the character doesn't change. So once you have this, you say, great, now make the person do this. And now you say, make it catch a Frisbee. You notice the character is identical. He likes to program. He likes to ride a bike. Do you understand how we can write VSLs now? You create a character, and now you make the character doing anything you want.
That is
Playing
wonderful.
violin. Yeah.
I wrote a short story yesterday. I can't wait to go get my little character.
Exactly. Now they had one in here where let me just see, poetic typography, comment on a photo caricature. Okay, we did that one. Let's see. Visual narratives. Sally the mail woman. All right, so Donna, here's your book. I need a cartoon mail delivery person with a smile on her face. She's standing facing forward in front of a white background. So that's probably a good prompt to always say standing facing forward. So now you get this character. But now you want to tell a little children's story. Look at this. You say, here's Sally. She's about to deliver a letter. Oh, and then all of a sudden, a dog chases her. Same character. And then Sally tripped Oh my God, what's going to happen? Is the dog going to eat her? No, the dog is friendly, and it turns out to be a nice dog, and Sally's back on her day. This is insane, and that's simply because you
love
prompt
that.
it to look like that. You could make it a 3D, a Pixar, a realistic, a real human character that will stay the same all the way through. Let's see. Text to font. It will create your own font for you. That has never existed in human, in human form, in humankind history before. It does 3D models that can be put into Blender. You can just upload a logo. You upload an image and say, turn this into a 3D, and then you can bring this into Blender.
I'm so blown away.
I know, Donna. I'm telling you, this is like they hid all this brand placement logo on a coaster. So everything is changed. You upload this and say on a coaster where the top part is wooden, you could make it a friggin' Pop-Tart, right? It just goes on and on and on. Here, lecture summarizing. This is what I was telling you before. You upload this video and it says Colin says this. It's oh my God. So they've created one model. They've got videos showing off all of these different things as well. Spend time on this page. It's called openai.com/index/hello-GPT-40. But the way I found it,
I shared it with the group.
It's just, right at the top. And deep dive. Like, they hid this stuff, man. I'm telling you. They hid all this stuff. And then go to YouTube and find other people doing things with this. So what does that mean for Groove.Ai? Well, first off, a little update on Groove.Ai. We are about to release, it'll probably be in the first week of June, our new billing model that tracks all of the tokens and will allow us to go, quote, I'm going to tell you like what my mind is thinking right now, multimodal, and track token usages where as we sell it for you, or you, the white label owner, can give a certain amount of credits, and then we know when there's an overage and they can buy a capacity, rollover pack where they get another 1,000,000 credits for $25, whatever that might be. That's all being released. And remember, these apps that are here, I demoed to you last week that they are all already built. I showed you on the server. Right now, they still go to ChatGPT because we don't have the billing in place. But if you look here at platform.openai, and you could see all of my assistants are already built here. Now, Donna, check this out. Check this out. The new model is here. I've already updated all of our apps just with a dropdown. They're already going to be ChatGPT 4.0. And on top of that, they've now added some things like temperature and top P that I can further fine tune this, which they didn't let me do in the past. Uploading a file. Anyway, what I want to basically say is they just announced a new version 2, which is everything that I wanted so that we don't have to develop on LangChain. It's phenomenal. And then finally, so that's all going to be coming out, and then we're going to be getting back to just designing everything on Groove.ai because we had to do some things that aren't exciting for you, like there's no features, because we've been building back-end billing features, tokenization, and allowing people to have multiple credit cards on file. And while that happened, let's go on me here. Let's go into lecture mode here. Super dry. I love being able to stand. My energy is so much different. Everybody has been playing checkers, and ChatGPT is playing chess. Do you agree with that statement, Donna? That like they've like everybody in Silicon Valley just saw the iPhone when they were on Blackberries. They 100%. All were like, they're all like, oh my God, we were building the next Blackberry. Mm-hmm. And Apple, I think that there was just a moment that everybody had sort of like the iPhone moment, and all of these other companies, they're like,
yeah,
how do we compete without multimodal?
I was going to say it's like an iPhone moment. It's everybody is making MP3 players.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And guess what they did, Donna? Here's the next thing. It's twice as fast and half the price. So they have, that's why if you saw that,
Crazy.
I don't know if you saw it on the website, Donna, it said 1 million words.
Yeah, I
Remember,
did notice that. I thought you were, going rogue.
No,
But
I'm not trying to say we're making more money on it, but we are. It used to be 625,000 words. So
Yeah.
I could have went to 1.275, but that number would have looked ugly. So I 1 million words looks like, yeah, that's cool. So the reason I did that is because the price just went down and it's twice as fast. So here's what I want to let you guys know. If that came out on Thursday last week, maybe Friday, let's just say it came out on Thursday. On Wednesday, the day before, my Trello card and everything with Artie and what we were doing was saying, I want to institute LangGraph. I don't want to be tied into OpenAI. I want to be able to have stable diffusion. And now guess what? Guess who's going out of business? Stability.ai. They're looking for a buyer. And if not, they're going to be out of business in 3 months. These are the players. Apple, they don't care. At the end of the day, it's like, yeah, we have Apple Maps, but, people use Google Maps, but they're still using an iPhone, right? They have Safari browser, but you're using Chrome. What do they care? You have an iPhone. So Apple has seen this. I know this for a fact. Apple has seen this. And Sam Altman said, hey, Apple, you could build this. Maybe it'll take you another year. And after I just showed you our Omni model, you're a year behind us. And where are we going to be in a year? Why don't you just put ChatGPT native in, and they're building a new iPhone. You're going to hear about it next month. They're putting a 4th button on. And that 4th button was going to be for the large language model. It's now in talks that Apple was talking with Google to have Gemini or Apple or OpenAI. Those companies are going to pay Apple like $10 billion to be the default app, and Apple doesn't have to pay for resources. They're still going to do their machine learning and all that stuff. But Apple just realized, we'll just have OpenAI do this. They'll pay us $10 billion, and it'll be on the iPhone. So these other companies, Mistral, Llama 3 by Meta, Google Gemini, Grok. A week ago, you can criticize me all you want. A week ago, I was going to make Groove.AI have you choose the model that you wanted. Well, they just got half the price. They're twice as fast. They're better than everybody. They do reasoning. They allow me now to have RAG, which is retrieval augmented generation, which just basically means you could upload a file and you don't need a knowledge base because they do 128,000 tokens, and Google just went to 2 million tokens. Use for a knowledge base is not even needed anymore. They've just given us this access. I might even be removing the knowledge base and just have you upload as many files as you want and just converse with them, because they're going to be going to 1 million tokens. That's what Google just announced, 2 million. So I guarantee you, ChatGPT is going to be going to 256 and 1 million than 2. So knowledge bases are barely going to be needed anymore. So in one model, you're going to be able to do images. Everything that I just showed you, creating a character, you'll be able to do, or you can do it at ChatGPT or with Microsoft. So what is Groove essentially becoming? And I told you guys this from the beginning. We are not going to go crazy looking at every open source art thing, because here's what we got to realize. There's a difference between creating an image and doing art. Adobe, Photoshop, Final Cut Pro, Premiere, all of these things are building these things in. We have to know our purpose is content creation for SEO, digital marketers, content creators, and direct response, and have the tools available for you. So we're going to have the ability for you to create an image. But at a certain point, I'm going to say, I'm not going to create an art tool. If Microsoft just announced a new product yesterday called Microsoft Co-Create. And what you can do with Co-Create is friggin' insane. And it's free. Donna, the way it works, you get your iPad, you draw something out, 2 little mountains, a little thing like this in blue, you make a sun, and now you attach a prompt to it. Sun rising over 2 blue mountains. And then you have a drop down for 15 different styles, Van Gogh, futuristic, modern, cinematic. You do the drop down, and then the slider on the left, the closer it is to the left, it looks like you're drawing. The closer you make the slider to the right, the more it adds to the model and makes it more realistic. Realistic, more like you. So are we going to build that into Groove? Come on. You know, Adobe, Microsoft, Apple, they're going to be building these things in there. I've got an Omni model right now that when you want an image and you want to make a character consistent, I can create an app that will create the storyboard for you and spit out those images because there's a pre-prompt made for your VSL. I can now create another 250 ideas that I have for apps. I'm going to be creating specialty apps. There'll be a document editor. And guys, I'm telling you right now, until further notice, I'm scratching the giving the additional models out there. You might say, Mike, but I want the option. I want the option to use a few less tokens. Do you really want to use Llama 3 or Mistral because they're not as good and they're a little bit cheaper and maybe a little bit faster? ChatGPT, I've just doubled your credits at the same price. And if you're using the AI, your own API key, if you're a lifetime user, hell, just use ChatGPT 4. I'm going to build the application on a way that I don't want every time you drop down, it says, doesn't work with this because you can't upload files. You need to be able to generate images. It needs to be able to have vision. I'm going to build this application on ChatGPT 4.0. And as I just told you, if they come out with 5, great. Any idea I've ever had for this app stops at ChatGPT 4 Omni. We are going to go with one model. It's super cheap. I'm going to get rid of the ChatGPT 3.5. In fact, when you log in as a new user, it's not even going to tell you it's ChatGPT or you have to connect. It's literally just going to work with the latest model of OpenAI. They're super cheap. It's Omni. It gives everything. And now I can create apps and workflows that right in there, you could upload a file, you could upload audio, you could say, give me a sound effect of this and give me an image, and you'll put it right in your document editor. So that's the announcement. This happened last week. We had a long talk. Artie and I, we agree. We like everything last week. We were moving away from solely being dependent on OpenAI, and we were going to be adding the ability to have 9 different models and the different models within the models, and then tell you that this doesn't work with this doesn't work with this requires this model, and then adding this image generator. And no, it doesn't matter. They've changed the game. Who needs the Midjourneys? Anything. Midjourney can't do text, and it's only going to keep getting better. And then I'm going to have to switch and say, oh, there's a new model here. We're going to switch. No. OpenAI has shown me that they're playing chess and everybody else is playing checkers. And as a software developer, I'm building on the people that showed me they're building chess. So Donna, I haven't read the comments. I don't know if you're reading them. I think that's where we're going to end it today. What do you think? What's your thoughts on that? You and I haven't even spoken about ChatGPT 4.0. What are your thoughts on what I just said?
So I think you're spot on. I think we could be chasing an integration with every new person that comes out with an idea.
Mike, you can lower the camera.
And I don't think we'd ever get there. I think we'd be like continually chasing a new feature or a new connection or so I really like focusing in on OpenAI because they are proving, they're pulling out and proving that they are they're the people to align with.
Yeah, so like Frederick here says, I still want to be able to plug my own model into Groove.AI via an endpoint so that OpenAI doesn't use my data to train on. Yeah, Frederick, I agree with you. I don't even know if they're using our data to train on. I know there's ways to opt out. Will we have, some advanced, different features? Maybe we'll put in like if Llama 3, I think they're good. Maybe we'll put in Grok. It's easy for us to do that. But I'm just warning you, all of this stuff that you see right here, all of this is meant to work with OpenAI to produce an image for you and all of those different things. And a lot of these things are going to doesn't work with, only works with OpenAI or requires OpenAI. And it just makes it, easier for us. But it seems you guys are on board with this here. And guess what happens? 30-40% of my development that we wanted to do has either already been solved or I get to wipe Slate off the clean, like Slate clean off the slate, like add stable diffusion, add this. All that is going to go away. And the other thing that I predicted that would happen is every company has moved on to AI. AI is going to be a part of everything now. And you have to be careful being an everything app. We are never going to be able to compete with Adobe and, even Microsoft Paint and now their co-creator and all these things. If free images are everywhere, we have to make a distinction between a tool and something that creates art. Right? What you want is in your workflow, you want the ability to create. You don't want to go to Midjourney. You just want to say, now create me an image. Great. It'll create you an image. So what we have to do is we have to make sure that ChatGPT is one thing. And people say, why do I need Groove.ai? And we're focused on workflow, settings, pre-made applications like you're seeing here, a document editor that you could share and collaborate. And yes, it does images and there'll be an app, right? I'll have an app that is your meeting taker. It's a prompt that I put in and it'll automatically know the voices. Will other people be able to do that? Yes, but we're going to be a collection of tools that focus for content creators and content writers, SEO, and direct response. And other than that, like, I'm not going to create a tool that competes with Adobe. It doesn't make sense. There are other tools that will do those workflows. I'm concerned about companies like 11 Labs. Like, look, they're always going to exist because they have APIs and endpoints that work with workflow. But for the purposes of Groove.ai, they have made a game changer for me. When I've been excited about their updates and they're always like half-baked, this model not only gave me everything I wanted for you guys, it has exceeded that by like a factor of BlackBerry to iPhone. And they're saying that ChatGPT 5 is coming around soon. I believe we've created an app that has a distinction with ChatGPT. ChatGPT is becoming an everything app. There's lots of companies that are looking at OpenAI and going, wow, we don't have a company anymore. And what I think we have with Groove.ai is the ability to keep, and we're going to clean this up. This user interface needs a little cleaning, right? This is just standard text and fonts, but all of these things are going to be built in with a document editor on the side, which you don't get with ChatGPT, and the ability to share and search your content. I'm excited about the future. We are, 2 hours and 30 minutes in? Is that what time it is right now?
Yes.
And I think we're gonna leave it there. Everybody's let's see what somebody said here. I don't know if this is a slight or a compliment. Let's see. You're predictable, Mike, laugh out loud. If you want other models, use Fabric. Right, exactly. Yeah, look, I'm not saying we are not ever going to put other models in. I'm saying for the time being, we're going to build on OpenAI and focus on those features and then come back and roll back maybe 3 or 4 other models, right? Maybe you want Google Gemini because it has 2 million tokens. I get that. ChatGPT is 128,000. Do you know how many tokens 2 million tokens is? Let me tell you. 2 million tokens is taking the entire Harry Potter series, the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy, or the Lord of the Rings series, plus The Hobbit, plus War and Peace, plus the Bible, putting them all together and multiplying them by 10. You can do all of Harry Potter, all of Lord of the Rings, the Bible, War and Peace, The Great Gatsby, all of that 10 times. You don't need knowledge bases anymore. All right. So there you have it, Don. I think we're going to wrap it up right there because that, I didn't know how long it was going to take to say that. 2.5 hours. It's good. I want to get in demo mode and start just on, let's just get started right on Thursday at noon. And on Thursday at noon, we're going to be doing demos and we're going to have some fun and, show you some cool things that are happening in AI, different workflows. It's just going to be a good, fun week. And if you don't have an account, you're still a free member. If you have a free account, log in, get yourself upgraded, $497 a year. And if you never had an account, I don't know that it's possible you're on this live stream and you didn't have a free account. But if for any way you're not a paid customer, we're not going to be asking you to pay lifetime anymore for $24.97. Pay $497. My new spiel is pay $497 and you don't have to pay anybody else or us to run your business for the rest of the year. Sounds good? Next year, you'll pay another $497. All right, Groove.ai, you can now buy it. It was off the market for since it was lifetime 4 months ago. You can now buy it for $497. If you don't have it, Groove.cm, you can buy it for $497 a year. If you get them both for $797, unlocks everything. And the $299 will be the white label. We'll talk a little bit more about that next week. And we're going to lead you out with some music. We'll see you on Thursday at noon. Bye.